Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave, which envelops the team. And already we're underway here.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
And he's had it nicked away. Could move up a gear here. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Nedved, looking to play him in. That is ended up in no man's land.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
Ronaldinho gets himself into trouble and he's lost it.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. And it's Baggio. Dembele is onto this. Decent chance! Goal! Arsenal!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Well read, and the danger is averted. He can get that clear. Ronaldinho. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. And it's Vieira. Played out wide. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Deftly away.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Nedved. He's a sharp little ball here. Vieira kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Good play on the left-hand side here. Played through for the wide man. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. Could try cutting inside here. He slings it in.
That's good defensive concentration.
Oh, it's Dembele. Nicely weighted ball. And he's picked out the run. Look at the space here. Toure was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Ronaldinho.
Pretty robust defending.
The ball swung in. Cleared without hesitation.
Milan certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Now it's Gullit. Roberto Baggio. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pass somewhat off target. Rijkaard. That pass has been well intercepted. Can he get it through? It's a promising position. Gullit. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Nedved. And it's half-time here. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we come to you now with a quick request for support for our World Charity Fund.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 9.
And the second half gets underway.
Number 19.
Milan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Rodri is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Thuram spots it and intercepts. Well, there's the clearance.
Number 11.
Stood up well to him there.
Number 23.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
16. Rodri.
Milan different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon. Well, what's he giving here? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Roberto Carlos is behind this one. Roberto Carlos! Tremendous from Roberto Carlos! A finish right from the top draw. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
That could spell trouble, and he has been fouled there. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Arsenal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Vieri. Thuram, always a very imposing presence at the back. Aims beyond the defence.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bergomi does really well to win the ball there. Looking for the run. Roberto Carlos. Ambitious ball here. Oh, cracking ball. Romario! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
And here's Romario. Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Ronaldinho. And this is Romario. He's through here. Romario finds himself offside. Buffon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Rodri. Arsenal applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Nesta gets a foot in here. Half an hour gone in the second half.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Just eases him off the ball. Bergkamp. And it's Rodri. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. That's been cut out, well played. Rodri. Rodri running with the ball, looking for options for movement. Real chance! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Vieri really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Substitution in progress.
Time for a change in personnel. Nesta promptly onto that, and that is that. Now, can they get him away? Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh no, this does not look good. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
It's Dembele! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's going to be disappointed with that. That'll be a throw.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Roberto Carlos, he rises! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
And they've got rid. And that will be the final act. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get.